Welcome to Milak Online class, and today we'll be looking at this question in sequence, and it reads that the sequence is defined by this, that u sub n plus 1 equals k u sub n minus 4 for n greater than or equals 1, where k is constant. Now, given that u sub 1 equals 2 and u sub 3 equals 26, and we are told to find the values of k, and 2, we are told to evaluate the summation from 1 to 2 of u sub n plus 1 for k greater than 0. So how do we go about it? Now, first of all, now let us look at this. Here you have u sub n plus 1 then equals k u sub n minus 4. And let us take note that now the first term here equals 3, and the third term here equals what? 26. Okay, so and we are told that n also here is greater than or equals to 1, which means we can start from 1. So let us plug in n equals 1. All right, so that is where n equals 1. So let us say n equals 1. So here we have that u 1, replacing n with 1, for 1 rather, then plus 1, then equals k, then u 1, okay, then minus 4. So you can see here 1 plus 1 will give us 2, right? So here you have 2, then equals k, then minus 4. Take note from the question that the first term equals what? 2, which is 1 sub, u sub 1. So let us replace this u sub 1 here for 2. Okay, and okay, there's no, alright, so here we have then equals 2k, then minus 4. Okay, alright, so and in this case here also, let us plug in n equals 2. Okay, so plugging in n equals 2, so we'll come over here, we have that u, that will be 2 plus 1, alright, then plus k, then you place this n here with 2 again, then minus 4. Alright, so this becomes u sub 3, then equals k, then u sub 2 here is what? Okay, is giving us this. Okay, we have here u sub 2, then minus 4. But recall that from the question here, that the third term here equals what? 26. Okay, and the second term here is given by this equation. Let us make this maybe equation 1. Okay, so let's do this. Let's plug in the second term, which is u sub 2, into this equation, and u sub 3, which is the third term, as 26. So here we say 26, then equals k, then plug in this for u sub 2, that will be 2k minus 4, then minus 4. Alright, so opening this bracket here, you have 26, then equals 2k squared. That is when you distribute, if you distribute k with whatever is in the parentheses here, then minus 4k, then minus 4. Okay, so to this end, let us subtract 26 from both sides and make the equation equal 0. So by subtracting 26 from both sides, or let us just move 26 over to the right hand, and this will give us minus 26 when it comes here. So here you have 0 equals 2k squared minus 4k, then minus 4 minus 26. So this will give us 0 equals 2k squared minus 4k, then minus 30, because minus 4 minus 26 will give us what? Minus 30. So let us rearrange this equation so that it will look more clearer for us, to us. So here we have 2k squared minus 4k minus 30, then equals what? 0. Okay, so we can see from this quadratic equation that we have a common factor, which is 2. So let us divide everything by 2. So by dividing by 2, if we divide this one by 2, we are left with k squared. Now we divide 4k by 2, we have minus 2k. And we divide 30 by 2, we have minus 15. Then all equals what? 0. Okay, now since the leading coefficient of this quadratic equation is 1, so let's have it like this, equals 0. Now the term here is, the variable here is what? K. So we'll put k, let's put k. Now the product here, the sign for the product here is minus, okay? Which means one of the two factors that will multiply to give us 15, one of them will be plus and one of them will what? Will be minus. So let us put plus here and let us put minus here. Actually, you can see swap the signs. Okay. And here that the sum here is negative. It implies that one of the product here, the one with the negative sign is greater than the positive sign. So 15 here, what are those two factors in which one will multiply will give us 15, and we add to give us 2, that will be 5 and 3. Okay, now since we're having minus here, it means the 5 will be, the negative sign will be greater, then here we have what? 2. Alright, so in this case now, we have that k plus 3 equals 0 and k minus 5 equals 0. Now since these two terms, when multiplied gives us 0, it's either both are 0 or one of it is 0. So when we add plus 3 to this particular one here, we have that k equals what? Negative 3. And when we add plus 5 to both sides of the equation here, we have that k equals what? 5. Okay, so we've gotten the values of what? K. So we are now told to evaluate this for k greater than 0. Now if you look at this now, which of these is k greater than 0? You can see that it is this. Okay? Alright. Okay, so for this here, we have that so first of all, let us do that of 1. So it means that here you have what? 1 plus 1. Okay, then plus the that of 2, you have that will be 2 plus 1. Okay, so this will give us u sub 2 plus u sub 3, which is the second term and the third term. So let us record that the second term is given as 2k minus 4. Okay, from the other one we did, you can just go back to the video. Then plus, then here the third term, which is what? 26. Alright, now but take note that we are told to find the sum for k greater than what? 0. Now let's come back here. We're going to see that for k greater than 0, k is what? 5. Alright, so it means that wherever we see k here, we replace it with what? 5. Okay, so here we have that 2 to 5 minus 4 plus 26. Now dealing with this here, 2 times 5 will give us 10. Then minus 4 plus 26. Okay, so it's either we subtract or we add here, whichever one. So let me just add, subtract. 10 minus 4 is what? 6. So here 6 plus 26, this will give us what? 32. Final answer. If you love what I've just done, ensure you like, share and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share this video with other learners. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye bye.